Good afternoon. What a difference a few days make. Savannah is known for many wonderful things. Our historic landmarks, our phenomenal hospitality, our hallmark institutions of higher learning, our beautiful river, our unique neighborhoods, beautiful weather like today, and especially our phenomenal citizens from all over the world, all hues, all cultures, all languages, all orientations, and all backgrounds. Unfortunately, over the last few days, Savannah has experienced and received national attention that it does not deserve, and I had a part to play in that. On March the 27th, I accepted an invitation and spoke at a meeting where certain members of the media were excluded. While I had a responsibility to the people inside, I also had a responsibility to the people outside as well. I had this unique opportunity to be that bridge, to build communication and to encourage understanding. But on this singular occasion, I did not perform as I always have. I seek never to offend anyone, but I know in this case I did offend. And today I apologize for my actions in this instance. For certainly, I know that the shoe was on the other foot. I know certainly if this was an event that was held that excluded other folks, then I know I'll be one of the first ones to be outraged about it. And this outrage will be understandable and it will be justified. There are those who will say that my actions on the past 2 days showed my true colors. I hope that my 16 years of elected service to this community, working with and advocating for all people, all hues, all religions, all colors, all sexual orientations, and all social statuses show my true colors. And as someone whose life's work has been one of inclusion, of acceptance, of tolerance, the events of the last few days also highlight the divide that still remains in our beloved city. In 2019, even on today, we have still not significantly crossed the barriers of race and class. As my adopted home, I hope to bring this city together by addressing the elephants in the room and having courageous conversations with citizens across the community about race and class and sex and all the other things that divide us. I live and I learn. I learn and I do better. I do better and I get greater. And as a result of this experience, I certainly have learned. I've certainly become better, and I certainly will be greater because of this. I continue on with my quest to become the mayor of the greatest city on earth. After all, we are Savannah strong, which means we don't get bitter by adversity, we get better. Savannah, yours, mine's, ours, we are better together. That ends my prepared statements. I'll be willing to answer any questions you may have.
Van, you watched me stand on that sidewalk, denied access to the story. Why should I or any of our white viewers vote for you?
Well, because I'm the best candidate for mayor. My apology is that I had an opportunity there to then bring you into that door as we talked about the sidewalk issue. And you told me, somebody told you couldn't be on the sidewalk, and I told you. I said, this is a public sidewalk. You could be anywhere you want to be. And so the reality is that of people of all hues and all races. I mean, Savannah should be open for everybody. And again, I had this opportunity to really take you by the hand and lead you into that church, and I did not do that. And that's why I'm apologizing.
Have you had any other communications with that group since that meeting took place?
I have not had it. I mean, I've talked with people, but not of the group. I don't think it's an established group. It's just individuals that got together.
Do you think the action or even today's statement may affect your chances of becoming mayor in a negative way?
Well, I mean, I believe that some people will take this. There's some people who will believe that I have to say. Certainly, they know that's not who I am. They remember the times that I have advocated, the times I've collaborated, the times I've communicated and brought people to the table. There's some that no matter what I say will never believe me. Again, it's, for me, it's more important about doing the right thing, and certainly today apologizing when you do something wrong, or you don't act, or you act inappropriately. You need to be able to apologize. So for me, it's not about people voting one way or another. It's about doing the right thing.
Have you had any communications with other council members, including Coach Bass, who was also there, about that meeting? And if so, what was the conversation?
Not in any detail, no.
And you mentioned all the negative publicity this brought to Savannah. Is that what spurred this change of heart? Or
No, I'm a sensitive guy, and certainly I'm very have my ears to the ground. Again, I've received phone calls of concern and support from around the world. Someone called from London asking, and it made the London news, for one to understand. I've had people from support saying, "We know this is not who you are," and so I've heard it from all sides. And again, where there are issues of confusion, I need to provide clarity. And in this case, in particular, because I was a part of it, then I have to be able to be responsible for my part in it. I accepted an invitation, and I exercised poor judgment in my mind when I came by, and I spoke at that, again, without insisting that everyone be allowed into the room.
Are you aware of the meeting's discriminatory policy being condemned by Representative Ali Williams, along with Carl Villiard and Craig Gordon today?
I'm not familiar with that, no.
People have been saying that, you could give Deloach, our incumbent mayor, a run for his money in this election. You think you still can?
I still can. I still believe that I have the length and breadth of knowledge of this community. I think I care about this community. And again, I have 16 years of a proven track record. I don't want to fight people. I want to fight fire taxes, and I want to fight parking fees, and I want to be able to fight crime, gangs, and drugs in our community. I still believe I'm the best qualified and the best prepared for this. I'm human. I make mistakes. I think more importantly, in this case, I'm owning up to this.
And there's still a lot of campaigning left to do.
Yeah.
How will you take this experience and use it moving forward when choosing what groups to speak to, with whatever stipulations they may have?
Inviting all y'all to everywhere I go, to be honest with you. Reality is that people have meetings all the time where they engage one or another, or, come here. The reality is, maybe this experience has helped somebody else. And hopefully if there are groups that want to have these types of meetings, then maybe they might decide, we need to be open for everybody. Savannah should be open for business, and if my lesson helps make us better, then I accept that.
As far as splitting the vote, I know the flyer that circulated was really about consolidating the African American vote, claiming that we can't win only by supporting two candidates. What is your reaction to that kind of politics?
Well, my goal is to be able to have people of all races vote for me, of all sexes, of all sexual orientations. I'm a people's candidate, and so that's my focus. That's where I'm going to be. Certainly constituency groups, business have people that they like, and certainly other types of groups have it, but I want to be a candidate for all of Savannah. And again, if it did not mean that much to me, I wouldn't be here today.
In retrospect, do you regret going to the meeting on Wednesday?
In retrospect, I regret going to the meeting and not insisting that all of you come into the meeting. That's where I believe my fault was. I had an opportunity here. As you were standing out there, as I was talking with you about the sidewalk, and that was a public sidewalk, that I should have said, come on in with me, and say to the folks there, we have to do better, and here's an opportunity to do better. They're here, they represent the eyes and the ears of people, let them in.
Do you have a message to the black community? They showed up in droves on Wednesday in support of, one candidate or another, but the point is it was centered on the black community. After this whole charade, what is your message to the black community here in Savannah?
Well, I think that the black community has to have their own conversations. And I'll tell you that the black community is not a monolith. They don't have a singular view, so to speak. There are people that have different persuasions, and they go different ways. Again, this was a very unfortunate experience. I had a part to play into it. I accept my responsibility for us. We all need to be able to try to create opportunities to move forward, to create opportunities to bring people into our circles, create opportunities to talk to people. And I think we become better because of those opportunities.
What do you say to the people that defend the policy based on the allegation that minorities, blacks, have been unfairly covered in the past?
Well, again, I mean, those are the individual feelings of individuals, and I mean, I let them have the issues. I mean, the concerns that they have. As for me, I'm a public official, and so therefore I belong to everybody, and I failed to remember that in my quest to be able to talk to some people, I excluded other people, and again, for that I was wrong.
We have a while to go until the actual election takes place here in Savannah. Are you prepared to continue answering questions about this? And how are you going to prepare when an opponent brings this up or somebody else brings it up? How are you going to prepare?
We fall down, but we get up. I represent Savannah Strong. We trip sometimes, we stumble, sometimes we fall, get our knees dirty, but then we get back up. We wipe ourselves off, we remember those things that are important, and we move forward. So, I mean, people love to bring up those types of things, which is why I've committed to a clean campaign focused on the issues. So if someone wants to bring up that issue, I certainly bring up my record. So to all of you, and certainly to those that were outside with me that day, I think that you were aware of the circumstances. You know that I came out and talked to you extensively before. I talked to you extensively after. I apologize because again, this is a day and time when media is not treated all that well. And certainly the national talk of news and the media, we realize that you are the eyes and the ears of individuals who can't get to these events. And so I apologize that you were excluded, and I tell you that unless it's something that is legally privileged, wherever I go, you're more than welcome to go. Y'all can come hang out at my house if you want to.
Thank you, Alderman.
All right, God bless, and again, beautiful day here in Savannah.